Now, I know what you're thinking. Here's another small YouTuber trying to ride the wave of Helldivers to grow his channel. And yeah, you're right, but ignore those guys. I'm way funnier. I have a green screen. I can put anything I want on here. Look at that. Look at that, dude! Alright, now that I've got half of you to put down your keyboards, let's actually talk about the game. If I told you in 2014 that there was gonna be a game that had the sick-ass spaceships from Halo, the social space of the tower from Destiny, a paid battle pass, and combat like Dead Space, you'd probably call me a slur than ask what a battle pass is, because it's 2014. But my point is, nobody thought a game like this would be as successful as it is in the modern day. And that is why now, shut the fuck up and erase any comments you're already starting to write. I'm not insulting Helldivers in any way by saying this, but rather explaining why a game like this, which if made by any other large studio would have been a complete flop from day one, could somehow be one of the most successful and praised in the modern gaming ecosystem. And to understand why, we have to zoom in and look at the 4 little guinea pigs on wheels that power this game. This guinea pig is named Sparkles, and she represents live service games. Can I pet Sparkles? Don't interrupt me again. Bad things will happen to you and everyone you love if you do. But yeah, you can pet them all at the end. A live service game, as described by the most reputable source I could find, the first comment on Reddit, is a game designed with the sole purpose of keeping people playing for as long as possible in the hopes that those players will pay for microtransactions. A lot of P's in there. However, this is not a perfect description. Because sure, if you're a mega gooner who plays Honkai Star Rail and collects skins of barely legal little girls, or really want the Chun-Li character pack from Fortnite, which I have, by the way, but I'm not gonna give you, then sure, this description is fitting. But live service games refer to any game that remain online for a long portion of time in order to siphon more money from their player base. So this can include anything from a WoW subscription, a RuneScape membership, or even a game like Destiny 2, which has a continuous story that is only accessible through paid DLCs that cost almost as much as the base game. Well, before it was free. And that is where Helldivers diverges from the current gaming meta. Because yeah, on paper, Helldivers 2 is a live service game. It has a large upfront purchase that you first make to gain access to the game, which have servers that then stay live for long periods of time in hopes of garnering more money from microtransactions from the players playing the game. But I really want you to think right now, in the modern day, what live service game or even multiplayer game can you log into without getting absolutely fucking berated by microtransactions? Even in Call of Duty, which is a game that's being sold for $70 by one of the largest publishers in the world, you can't get away from the ridiculous brain rot style microtransactions that litter the fucking game. But wait, if you buy the $100 version of the game, you get a couple free loot boxes and 1 battle pass. Yep, just the one, just 1 season, not like a recurring free one, just that one starting season. To these games, you're just a fat little pay pig. They're the OnlyFans model, and you're the 60-month subscriber who has donated $300,000. They don't care if you live or die. All they care about is if your bank account is still linked to the fucking game. And that's why Helldivers is different. Yeah, sure, it has microtransactions, but even then, those fuckers are hidden. When you open the requisitions page, the first one is the free one, and you can't even really see the paid battle pass unless you actively scroll down. And even then, all of the meta guns and armor and abilities and equipment are included in the free battle pass that you unlock from just playing different missions. And unlike Call of Duty, where you could drop $30 on a fucking Nicki Minaj skin, or in Fortnite on Ariana Grande, in Helldivers, you could buy the largest pack, which is only $20, then purchase the battle pass and everything inside the store and still have another 500 left over. Which means with those 500 left over, you can get enough super credits from the free battle pass to buy next seasons as well. Thank you, Sparkles. You may sit down now. So if the skinny pig represents live service gaming, then what do the other 3 represent? That's a great question, Timmy. But if you interrupt me again, I will gut you like a fucking fish. This guinea pig is named Tinklebottom, and she represents cooperative gameplay. But Helldivers 2 is an exclusively co-op game. Isn't highlighting this guinea pig kind of redundant? Timmy, shut the fuck up! What was I saying? Oh, co-op. So generally we think of co-op as, hey, this is the exact same game I usually play, except this time I can add my friends to it. COD Zombies, the Halo campaigns, Left 4 Dead, every single survival game that's ever been created. You can all play solo, but it's always more fun when you add your friends. With the exclusion of raid-style events that require masses of people all working together at the exact same time to get an objective done, you rarely see co-op as a required feature in games anymore. And oftentimes, even if they do have raid events, they're always optional and do not affect the main gameplay in any way. And Helldivers 2, you're never gonna guess what I'm gonna fucking say, is different. Because while Helldivers 2 hypothetically can be completed solo, it is not a solo game in the fucking slightest. You absolutely need teammates to complete anything over the hard difficulty. Like, I don't care what the fuck you say, you are not completing a Helldive level mission on your own. No, I don't care if this guy did it. I'm talking about you, with your fake-ass Jordans and your nerfed-ass railgun and your breaker shotgun that has less ammo and a slower fire rate. You are not completing a Helldive mission on your own. And that is entirely by design. This game is supposed to be borderline impossible when going in on your own. Guys, please help. I do not know what the fuck I'm doing here. There's so many green guys and they're all just spitting at me. Not only that, but it's a co-op game that requires communication. An impossible level dive with 3 other experienced teammates who are all calming is infinitely easier and more enjoyable than a hard level dive with 3 lobotomy-ass fucking losers who just want to shoot random bugs and not do the objective. So if Sparkles and Tinklebottom represent the actual features and gameplay presented in Helldivers, what do these other 2 mean? Timmy? I recognize that you are an amazing transition between subjects of this video, but one more word and there will be a candlelit fucking vigil outside this school in your honor. Do you understand? Yeah. These last 2 guinea pigs represent the overall community that surround this game. The first of the 2, Glitter Sparkle, is representative of the dev support. It's all too common in AAA games nowadays for the actual title to release and the company says, alright, fuck you, and then disappear, only to return when they need to siphon more gamer juice off of their players. Gamer juice is money, by the way. In rare examples, you have these games like No Man's Sky or Cyberpunk that have shit-ass launches, but then, hey, 6 months later, they might fix your game. So with this recurring theme of games getting crunched to shit, developers having a gun up to their head, and companies refusing to patch them on day one, it's refreshing to see developers that are not only constantly updating and patching things that are broken in their game from day one, but also communicating and being open and honest with their player base on things like Discord and Reddit. Although this open window to the dev world is a very double-edged sword, because it gives a lot of people who are in positions they should not be in a lot of room to judge and critique things, which results in all our favorite game journalists writing dozens of fucking articles trying to spark artificial outrage over an event that doesn't even really exist, just so they can write more articles and get more clicks out of the Helldivers high impressions rate, which I know is ironic because it is exactly what I'm doing right now. Like, does a dev saying, man, watching you all cry amuses me so much in response to a bunch of sweaty gamers complain about a balance patch, really require a full fucking article written about it? We used to be a real fucking country. I used to respect this flag. Complaining aside, my point is the developers actually care and are a part of the community as a whole, which just results in an overall healthier, happier community with people that feel seen and heard when it comes to needing things fixed in the game. Which is just such a rarity in today's world where quadruple A games look and feel like this.
The tree is already harvested. I can't harvest none of these trees.
Quadruple A? You couldn't make Sea of Thieves. So what's the last guinea pig? This guinea pig is named Robert, and he represents the overall player base of the game, which is fucking awesome. It is so rare to be able to load into a game, fist bump a couple dudes, jerk them off a little, play a good round, and then log off. Like, the common path that's taken when you fuck up in a video game is to just get berated either in voice chat or text chat for the entire remainder of the game. Miss a single clutch in R6 even though all your teammates died before you, you're now the choker. Fuck up a raid mechanic one too many times in D2, half your party is gone before you even load back in. Bottom of the leaderboard in a COD match, you're gonna hear slurs you've never heard before. But is that a problem for Helldivers? I mean, yeah, fucking course. Give any gamer anonymity in an open microphone and they're gonna say some crude, horrendous shit. And I'm not even gonna touch on that stupid fucking thing people do where they queue up in parties of 3, let a random join them, and then kick them at the last second so they get a better split of the rewards. Like, fuck you if you do that. Like, genuinely, look me in the eyes. Fuck you if you do that. All you're doing is openly admitting that you're too shit at the game to be able to fucking complete it with a 3-stack. And I want you to live with that and die with that and be buried with that. And I hope your mom remembers that. What was I saying? Oh yeah, the Helldivers player base is much more forgiving than most games as a whole. I don't have a recording of it, so this MS Paint slideshow is gonna have to do, but early in my playtime, I unlocked the orbital 380mm cannon. I didn't exactly know what it did, so I threw it relatively close to me and my teammates, resulting in a constant barrage of giant fucking missiles raining down on the planet like divine intervention. This fuck up probably used about 6 of our reinforcements, and you wanna know what their reaction was? Type LOL in chat, respawn me, and then complete the mission with 5 out of 5 stars. In another session, I shot this barrel thing, thinking it would just flame up and scare him. To my surprise, it exploded, almost burnt him to death, and he shot me with a rocket. But then he immediately respawned me, we fist bumped, and went on our way. This game has an amazing way of bringing random players together into one well-lubed up sex machine. So why does Helldivers 2 make 0 sense but still work anyway? Well, it's because these 4 hot, sexy guinea pig pillars hold up that game like the hunks they are. Hey, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to subscribe. I looked at my analytics and it said that 91% of you aren't subscribed. That can't be right. Holy shit. That's fucked up. So if you like this video, subscribe and stick around for a while. It'd mean a lot to me. I do reply to every comment, so if you have any thoughts or recommendations, just go down there and let me know. I'll talk to you, we can chat it up. Don't try and sext me or DM me inappropriate things. I've had a couple of those and I don't know how to respond to them. Some random guy on the internet has my dick pics now. I hope you all have an amazing night and peace.